Today we're going to be looking at the cost of trekking in Nepal. It could be a bit of a puzzle when you're trying to plan a trip.
It really can.
So we're getting all our information today from a Nepal guidebook author, David Ways, and his website, The Longest Way Home.
Yeah, he really breaks it down.
Yeah, he does.
There are so many different ways to approach trekking in Nepal.
There are.
So many different prices as well.
Right, and that's kind of what makes it so confusing, right? Like,
Yeah.
what is the right amount? Is this too cheap? Is this too expensive?
Exactly.
So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's start with the international companies. What makes them so pricey? Why are they the most expensive option usually?
It's the convenience factor. You're paying for the convenience of someone else doing all the work for you. So permits, your guide, transport, your accommodations, meals, everything is prearranged.
Okay.
So you're essentially like booking an all-inclusive trekking vacation, but that does come at a price. That price can range from like $600 to over $5,000 per person.
Wow.
For an average trek, like 8 to 12 days.
Okay.
That's what you're looking at.
So $5,000, even if you're paying $5,000, you're still not
Still not done.
fully.
Oh.
There's more to it than that.
Oh, yeah. Like travel insurance.
You're right.
Visas, gear, water.
Okay.
Even water.
So all that is extra
yeah.
on top of
Not $5,000.
And be careful, because there can be like hidden fees and misleading pricing tactics that some companies use.
Like what?
Like advertising a super low price and then putting you in a huge group
Oh, no.
that you weren't expecting.
Yeah, okay. So you might not get that kind of intimate experience that you're looking
Yeah,
for.
exactly.
What about online booking platforms? Is there an advantage to booking on those rather than going directly to the companies?
You can get more choices. Sometimes you can find better deals.
Okay.
It's similar to those like travel aggregator websites you use for flights and hotels.
Yeah.
But you still often don't know who your guide is.
Right. And the money is like going to multiple international entities.
Yeah.
Instead of directly supporting like the Nepali economy.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for the most cost-effective way to book a trek and to keep that money in Nepal, then you really want to look at local Nepali agencies.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about them. What are the options when it comes to working with a local company?
You could book a package tour, which is kind of similar to what you get from international companies, or you can hire a local guide independently.
Okay. So package tours first. What kind of prices are we looking at there?
You're looking at somewhere between like $800 to upwards of $1,700
Okay.
per person for your typical 8 to 12-day trek.
Okay.
And that includes all your permits, your transport, your accommodation, all your meals, and often there's like a chance to customize your trek.
So more authentic, more flexibility, and a lower price.
Exactly.
So what's the catch?
You are paying extra for the package deal.
Oh.
If you want to be a bit more hands-on with your planning and organize a few things yourself,
Yeah.
you can save even more money by hiring just the guide independently.
So how much does it cost to hire just a local guide?
Well, this is where things have changed quite a bit in recent years. It used to be really common to just like find an independent guide.
Yeah.
But in March of 2023, the Nepal Tourism Board banned tourists from doing that.
Really? So I can't just show up in Nepal and find a guide?
Not anymore. You have to have a licensed guide from a ministered trekking company.
Interesting. Why the change?
Safety concerns, insurance issues, and potential for exploitation were all factors.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's mandatory now.
So no more just grabbing a guide off the street or word of mouth or whatever.
Ew.
What about solo trekking? Is that
Not really allowed either.
really?
Yeah. The only exception right now is the Solukhumbu region, which is the Everest Base Camp region.
Huh.
So you can still technically trek solo there, but even experienced trekkers.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've got to have a guide.
Pretty much everywhere else, yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's a big change for people who are used to trekking independently in Nepal.
It is, yeah.
So, all right, let's talk about guides then. Since we need one,
Yes.
are all guides created equal?
Not quite. You have your fully qualified, experienced guides, and then you have what I call porter guides.
Porter guides. Okay, I've never heard that term before.
Yeah.
What's a porter guide?
They're basically guides in training.
Oh,
They've recently got their license, but they're still gaining experience. Their customer service skills might still be developing.
right.
Their English might not be as fluent.
Okay.
So that's why they cost a bit less.
So they're cheaper.
Yeah, you're looking at like $22 to $25 a day for a porter guide.
Okay.
And that price includes them carrying up to 10 kilos of your luggage.
Okay.
And it covers their accommodation and meals as well.
Okay. So it's good for someone who's on a tight budget
Yeah.
and maybe is a little bit more comfortable with things not going exactly according to plan.
Exactly. Yeah.
what are the potential downsides to a porter guide? What could go wrong?
Well, some trekkers have reported issues like immaturity,
Right.
lack of responsibility,
Yeah.
some behavioral problems.
Oh, no.
Because they're less experienced, there's like a bigger chance of something like that happening.
Right. So it's kind of a
A
gamble.
bit of a gamble, yeah.
Like it could work out great,
Yeah,
or it could be a real source of stress.
exactly.
Okay. So, all right. What about porters? Are those still an option?
It's really important to understand that porters are not guides.
Okay.
They're strictly there to carry your luggage.
Okay.
They're not qualified or insured to lead treks at all.
So it's illegal to, like, hire a porter to act as your guide.
Yes, absolutely. There have even been reports of trekkers being reported
Oh.
by local businesses and like porter welfare organizations for
Really?
doing that.
So it's not a good loophole to exploit.
No, not at all.
So what was a porter cost, and how much weight can they carry?
Around $19 to $22 a day is the going rate,
Okay.
and that includes their food and lodging. And the weight limit is 20 kilos.
20 kilo. Okay. So, yeah, if you have a lot of gear or you just don't want to carry a heavy pack, a porter can be a helpful addition,
Yeah,
but not your guide.
definitely not.
What about non-Nepali guides? I imagine they're not that common.
Not as common, no.
But do they exist?
You do see them occasionally. Usually, trekkers who want a guide who speaks a specific language
Right.
will hire them. It's super important, though, to make sure that any non-Nepali guide you hire is legally registered and insured.
So there are some who are working under the table,
Yeah, unfortunately, there are some foreigners working illegally as guides.
and that causes problems for everyone.
Yeah, big problem.
So if you need a guide who speaks, like, German or whatever, it's probably best to just book through one of those international companies,
Yeah, generally the safest approach.
even though it's more expensive.
Exactly.
Okay, that's good to know. So now we've covered the whole guide situation.
Yeah.
What about the rest of the costs involved in trekking in Nepal?
Oh, there's your accommodation.
Yeah,
Meals,
right.
water.
It all adds up.
It does add up.
Yeah.
So what should people picture when they're picturing a typical accommodation on a trek?
I guess most people picture those, like, little mountain lodges
Yeah.
you see in photos, right?
Yeah.
Those are called tea houses.
Tea houses. Okay.
They're the most common type of accommodation you'll find.
And how much are those?
Well, it varies quite a bit. You can find basic tea houses for as low as 200 rupees a night,
Wow. That's...
which is like less than $2.
What?
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty incredible.
So what do you get for that?
You get a bed in a very simple room.
Okay.
It's basic shelter. That's it.
No frills.
No frills, but it's cheap.
That's good. What about, like, more comfortable options? What if you want, like, a hot shower?
As you go up in price, you'll find tea houses that have more amenities. So, like, for 300 to 500 rupees, you might get a private room. Maybe hot water if you pay a little extra.
Okay.
And on those popular trails, like Everest Base Camp,
Yeah?
you actually find some pretty luxurious lodges.
Really?
Yeah, they can cost like $100 to $300 a night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay, so there's really something for every budget.
exactly.
But I imagine even the luxury ones are...
It's the Himalayas. It's not a five-star hotel.
Right.
You're there for the simplicity.
Okay, so tea houses. All right. So how much should I budget for food and water on my trek?
Like with accommodation, the prices tend to increase the higher you go.
Okay.
So at the beginning of your trek, you might pay around 500 rupees for a plate of dal bak,
Dalbak?
which is a lentil soup
Okay.
served over rice with curd vegetables and sometimes like pickles.
Uh-huh.
It's delicious, really
Hmm.
filling,
Yeah.
and it's super affordable,
Great.
especially if you get free seconds
Okay, so less than $5.
for a good meal. Yeah, but as you get higher up, that same dal bhat could cost you like 1,200 rupees or more.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it's hard to get supplies up the mountain.
Right.
And then Western dishes are even more expensive.
Yeah.
If they're available at all.
So stick to the local cuisine.
Yeah.
What about water? Water's
Right.
very important.
It is. It's kind of the same deal. At lower altitudes, a liter of bottled water might cost you 50 rupees.
Okay.
But then at a high camp, you could be paying like 200, 500 rupees.
Oh, wow.
Or even more.
Okay. So is there any way to, like, cut down on water costs?
Absolutely. Bring purification tablets or like a filter of you.
Yep.
So you can refill from streams or at the tea houses.
Right.
Treat the water yourself, and it'll save you a ton of money.
Good tip. All right. What about permits? What kinds of permits do I need and how much are they?
Most treks require two main permits.
Okay.
You need a national park permit,
Okay.
which is specific to the region you're trekking in,
Okay.
and that'll cost you around 3,000 rupees,
Okay.
about $23.
Not bad.
And then you need a TIMS card.
A TIMS card. What's a TIMS card?
Yeah, it stands for Trekkers Information Management System.
Okay.
It's a way for the Nepalese government to keep track of trekkers
Right.
and ensure their safety. So it's got like your itinerary, emergency contact details,
Okay.
insurance information.
So if something happens.
Exactly. They can locate you
Right.
and know how to help you.
Okay. How much is that?
That's 2,000 rupees, so around $15.
15 bucks. Are there any other permits I should be aware of?
Yeah, certain restricted areas like Upper Mustang, they require special permits.
Okay.
And those can cost up to like $500
$500.
for a 10-day permit.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So if you're on a tight budget, you want to avoid those areas.
Definitely. It's also worth noting that the Everest region has its own separate fee
Okay.
instead of the Tim's card.
So you got to factor that in as well.
Yeah.
And sounds like these costs can really start to add up.
Yeah,
But there are ways to save money, right?
absolutely.
And tailor the experience to your budget.
For sure.
So let's talk about that next.
So let's talk about how to save some money wisely.
Okay, yeah, I'm all about maximizing that travel budget, but I also don't want to be like, miserable
Right, you don't
when
want
they're
to
safe.
Yeah, you don't want to sacrifice your safety or your enjoyment of the trip.
Exactly.
There are a lot of ways to cut costs without
Yeah.
compromising.
Yeah, so what are your tips? Let's hear them.
Well, like we already talked about, choosing a local guide or agency over an international one is a big one.
Yeah.
You're cutting out the middleman, supporting the local economy.
Makes sense. What else?
You don't need to go all out and buy all the fancy, expensive trekking equipment.
So leave the GPS watch at home.
Exactly. You don't need all the bells and whistles unless you're planning on summiting Everest or something.
Right.
You can actually find really good quality trekking gear at very affordable prices in Kathmandu and Pokhara.
Oh, nice. So build in some shopping time.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. What about transportation to the trailhead? Those flights can get pricey, right?
They can, especially if you're a foreigner. You often get charged like inflated prices.
Right.
So think about taking a bus or jeep to the trailhead.
Oh, okay.
It'll take longer,
Yep.
but it'll save you money.
And you get to see more of the country.
Exactly. Unless it's like a fun little road trip.
I like it. What else can we do to cut costs?
Be really strategic about what you pack. Do you really need to bring everything?
Right.
Most hotels in Kathmandu and Pokhara will store your luggage for you while you're trekking.
Ooh, that's a good tip.
Yeah, so you don't need to hire a porter just to lug around extra pairs of shoes.
Right. Oh, that's a good tip.
Yeah, and on that note, if you are hire a porter,
Yeah.
the less weight you bring, the less you have to pay.
Oh, okay.
So pack light.
Good tip. Okay, I'm writing all this down. Food and drinks, any tips for saving money on that?
Yeah, stick to the local food.
Okay.
As tempting as it is to get like a pizza
Yeah.
or a burger,
Yeah.
it's going to be way more expensive, and you're there to experience the local culture.
Right, right. Embrace it.
Embrace it, yeah. Eat dal bhat.
So tell me more about dal bhat. Like, what makes it such a staple?
Well, it's lentil soup over rice.
Yeah.
You get all these curried vegetables, sometimes pickles.
Okay.
It's really delicious and filling.
Yeah?
And it's super cheap.
Yeah. You mentioned you can often get seconds.
Oh, yeah, for
You can definitely ask for seconds.
Okay, so dal bhat it is. What about snacks? Should I stock up before I go?
Yeah, bring your own snacks.
Okay.
Those candy bars at the tea houses will cost you a small fortune.
Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, so no Snickers for me.
Exactly. And,
Don't be afraid to check out those like lesser known tea houses.
oh, okay.
The really popular ones tend to like jack up their prices a bit.
Right.
So you might find some more affordable meals and accommodation
Yeah.
at places that are a little bit more off the beaten track.
So be adventurous.
Exactly. Be adventurous. And remember, we talked about those special permits for certain areas.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
$500.
You can save $500 right there if you choose a trek that doesn't require a special permit.
Okay, so we've talked about where to save money, but where should we not skimp? Where do we got to be willing to spend a little bit more?
Well, yeah, like we said, hiring a guide is absolutely non-negotiable.
Right.
It's not only essential for safety, but it's the law.
Right, you're going to get in trouble.
Don't try to like find a way around that.
Yeah.
A good guide is worth every penny.
Okay, so guide, definitely.
Definitely. And acclimatization.
Oh, yeah.
Don't rush your trek to save money.
So no skipping rest days.
Exactly. Even if it means adding a couple extra days to your itinerary.
Yeah.
It's really important.
And good gear.
Yes, good gear. Especially boots.
Boots.
Yeah, because if your feet are hurting,
Oh, yeah.
the whole trek is ruined.
Right, so invest in good boots.
Invest in good boots, yeah.
That's a good tip. Okay. Wow, this has been so helpful.
Good.
I feel like I have a much better grasp on how much things cost
Yeah.
and how to plan a trek that's both budget-friendly
Yeah.
and safe.
It's all about finding that balance
Yeah.
between cost and experience.
Yeah. And it seems like David Weiss, he really emphasizes that
He does, yeah.
on his website and in his books.
He's all about like responsible tourism.
Yeah.
So respecting the local culture, environment, and economy.
Right.
And part of that is, being mindful of your spending.
Yeah, and making sure your money is actually benefiting the people and the place that you're visiting.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's so true. Okay, so we're coming to the end of our little exploration of trekking costs.
Yeah.
What's your final takeaway? Like, what's your parting advice for people who are listening and who are super excited to get out there and do a trek?
I would say research is key.
Yeah.
Don't just book the first trek you see online.
Yeah.
Really take the time to explore different options, compare prices,
Yeah.
read reviews, figure out what suits your budget,
Yeah.
your fitness level, your interests, and don't be afraid to reach out to local agencies and guides and ask them questions.
Yeah.
I mean, they are the experts.
They are. And I think it's important to remember that even though we've been talking about ways to save money, safety should always be your priority.
100%. Never compromise safety just to save a few rupees.
Yeah.
Invest in a good guide, proper gear,
Yeah.
comprehensive travel insurance.
Okay.
And listen to your body.
Yeah.
Acclimatize properly. Don't push yourself too hard.
Yeah.
Take rest days when you need them.
Good advice. Okay. I think we've covered just about everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Any party thoughts? We've talked a lot about saving money, but trekking in Nepal, it does cost money.
It does. It's not really a super budget-friendly destination.
Right.
But you can make the most of your money.
Yeah.
You can definitely have an incredible experience without breaking the bank.
Yeah. And it's really all about finding that balance.
Exactly.
Between cost and experience.
Yeah.
And it seems like David Weiss, he really emphasizes that.
He does.
In everything he puts out.
Yeah, he's a big advocate for responsible and sustainable tourism, which means respecting the local culture and environment and the economy as well.
And being mindful of where your money's going.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up, any final pieces of advice for people who are listening, who are ready to go on their own Himalayan adventure?
I would say do your research.
Yeah.
Don't just book the first trek you see, online or whatever. Take some time, explore different options, compare prices, read reviews, figure out what works for your budget, for your fitness level, for your interests, and don't be afraid to reach out to local agencies and guides and ask them questions.
Yeah, they're the experts.
Yeah.
And it's good to reiterate that even though we've been talking about saving money, Safety first. Safety first.
Always.
Don't compromise your safety.
Don't try to save a few rupees if it means, putting yourself at risk.
Right.
Get a good guide, good gear.
Good insurance.
Good insurance, yeah. And listen to your body, acclimatize properly. Don't push yourself too hard.
Yeah. Rest.
Rest when you need to.
Good advice. Okay. I think we've covered it all.
I think so, too.
Any parting thoughts?
I'd just say, trekking in Nepal, it's an experience that will stay with you forever. It's a chance to challenge yourself, connect with nature, immerse yourself in this amazing, vibrant culture.
Yeah.
So do your research, plan carefully, and you enjoy it.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us today.
My pleasure.
And to our listeners, happy trekking. Be sure to check out David Weiss' website, The Longest Way Home, and his guidebooks for more information.